NASA, mankind is about to discover extraterrestrial life. This was stated by the spokesman of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration during one of the last hearings of the Committee for Science, Space and Technology of the United States. Are you ready for disclosure? Or are you expecting little microorganisms on a distant moon in our solar system? There are many who claim that unofficially, mankind has already made contact with aliens, and not just little microorganism floating around inside a massive alien ocean, but advanced space-faring civilizations. 25 years ago, we didn't know that planets existed beyond our solar system. Today, we have confirmed the existence of over 3,400 exoplanets that orbit other suns. And we continue to make new discoveries. Professor Thomas Zurbuchen, Associate Administrator of the Science Mission Directorate at NASA headquarters in Washington, said our civilization is on the verge of discovering evidence of alien life in the cosmos. Taking into account all of the different activities and missions that are specifically searching for evidence of alien life, we are on the verge of making one of the most profound, unprecedented discoveries in history, said Zurbuchen during the hearing of the Committee on American Science, Space, and Technology. At the hearing, Professor Zurbuchen mentioned all of NASA's recent achievements in their quest for extraterrestrial life that support his claim. 2 weeks ago, NASA's Cassini mission demonstrated the presence of hydrogen in Saturn's moon Enceladus, while the Hubble team announced the results of the second observation of the oceans of Europa, one of the moons of Jupiter. Both discoveries are potential evidence of life, said the NASA spokesman, who also highlighted the advances made in astrobiology. And while we have not yet found definitive signs of life elsewhere, our search is making remarkable progress, said Zurbuchen, who noted that NASA's number of astrobiology missions is on the rise. Mars 2020, our next explorer, and will continue to advance this quest by researching a region on Mars where the ancient environment may have been favorable for microbial life. The mission will also look for signs of past life and collect samples that will be brought back to Earth, said Professor Zurbuchen. Zurbuchen also pointed out that to prove the existence of extraterrestrial life requires the cooperation of several scientific disciplines as a whole, such as biology, geology, astronomy, planetary sciences, earth sciences, and many others. The NASA Transition Authorization Act of 2017, which President Trump signed into law last month, ensures continued American leadership in astrobiology and the search for life. It establishes the search for life's origin, evolution, distribution, and future in the universe as a fundamental objective for NASA. To accomplish this, the bill directs NASA and the national academies to develop an exoplanet exploration strategy and an astrobiology strategy. While all of this is great news for space explorations and our hopes, officially, to find alien life, there have been some seriously interesting quotes made in the past related to alien life. One of our favorite quotes comes from Dr. Brian O'Leary, a former NASA astronaut and Princeton physics professor. There is abundant evidence that we are being contacted, that civilizations have been monitoring us for a very long time. That their appearance is bizarre from any type of traditional materialistic Western point of view. That these visitors use the technologies of consciousness, they use droids, they use co-rotating magnetic disks for their propulsion systems, which seems to be a common denominator of the UFO phenomenon. FBI document. We've been visited by beings from another dimension. While most people are clinched into a worldwide debate about aliens, discussing UFO sightings in space, on Earth, and the sheer number of whistleblowers who have come forward saying that we aren't alone in the universe, the FBI has a very interesting document posted on their website. The declassified document states that not only have we been visited by ET, apparently we've been visited by beings from other dimensions. However, it is noteworthy to mention that the document itself did not originate within the FBI. The document, which is an extract from a 69-page document called UFO1.pdf, was written by a former university head. Nevertheless, the document was treated with great importance by the FBI, which is something I find very interesting. The official link from the FBI vault can be found here, http://vault.fbi.gov/UFO/UFO%20%20%2016/view. A rewritten copy of the report can be found below. Note: some words in the original text are illegible due to the numerous notations and stamps. The document, which was received on July 8, 1947, states, "This memorandum is respectfully addressed to certain scientists of distinction, to important aeronautical and military authorities, to a number of public officials and to a few publications." The writer has little expectation that anything of import will be accomplished by this gesture. The mere fact that the data herein were obtained by so-called supernormal means is probably sufficient to ensure its disregard by nearly all the persons addressed. Nevertheless, it seems a public duty to make it available. The present writer has several university degrees and was formerly a university department head. A very serious situation may develop at any time with regard to the flying saucers. If one of these should be attacked, the attacking plane will almost certainly be destroyed. In the public mind, this might create near panic and international suspicion. The principal data concerning these craft is now at hand and must be offered, no matter how fantastic and unintelligible it may seem to minds not previously instructed in thinking of this type. Part of the discs carry crews, others are under remote control. Their mission is peaceful. The visitors contemplate settling on this plane. These visitors are human-like but much larger in size. They are not excarnate Earth people but come from their own world. They do not come from a planet as we use the word, but from an etheric planet which interpenetrates with our own and is not perceptible to us. The bodies of the visitors, and the craft, automatically materialize on entering the vibratory rate of our dense matter. The discs possess a type of radiant energy or array, which will easily disintegrate any attacking ship. They re-enter the etheric at will, and so simply disappear from our vision, without a trace. The region from which they come is not the astral plane, but corresponds to the locus ortalis. Students of esoteric matters will understand these terms. They probably cannot be reached by radio, but probably can be by radar. If a signal system can be devised for that apparatus, we give information and warning and can do no more. Let the newcomers be treated with every kindness. Unless the discs are with illegible, with which our culture and science are incapable of dealing. A heavy responsibility rests upon the few in authority who are able to understand this matter. Addendum: the locus are oval-shaped, fluted length, oval with a heat-resisting metal or alloy not yet known. The front cage contains the controls, the middle portion the laboratory, the rear contains armament, which consists essentially of a powerful energy apparatus, perhaps a ray.
NASA is already prepared to announce extraterrestrial life. Protocols are in place. Just imagine if SETI telescopes actually pick up a signal from a distant star system. What would happen then? Could we understand it? Should we respond to it? If so, what should we say, and how? Should we just go ahead and call them without waiting for them to call first? A book by NASA, considered as a protocol for alien contact, titled Archaeology, Anthropology, and Interstellar Communication, tackles the issue like never before. The recent discovery of a solar system that has 7 Earth-sized exoplanets located at a distance of 40 light-years from has prompted NASA to come up with a protocol that is to be followed in order to announce to the world the existence of alien life. The 7 Earth-like planets, with high chances of life having developed there already, are located in the Aquarius constellation and are part of a faint, cold red dwarf the size of Jupiter, known as TRAPPIST-1. Interestingly, the alien worlds at TRAPPIST-1 are much closer to their star than Earth. so they have the necessary conditions to contain water in a liquid state on their surface. Furthermore, their extremely close distance allows for the transfer of organic material from one planet to another, which raises hopes of alien life existing on more than one planet. According to Mario Perez, a member of the Astrophysics Division of the U.S. Space Agency, even though NASA is still years away from making the announcement of extraterrestrial life, it was very important to have a protocol that transmits peace and tranquility to mankind before such a historic event happens. The Alien Protocol was inspired by several sources. One of the more important were the historical precedents about encounters between completely different civilizations on Earth, as it happened during the conquest of America when Europeans set foot on the new continent. Part of the protocol can be found in a book titled Archaeology, Anthropology and Interstellar Communication, a manuscript created by NASA as a guide, or manual, intended to prepare humans for contact with possible forms of extraterrestrial life. As noted in the book, perhaps the best model for encountering extraterrestrials, Douglas Raybeck suggests, comes from the Maori, whose resistance to British incursions gained them the respect of their enemies while helping them to retain their pride after succumbing to a more sophisticated organization and weaponry. Furthermore, although each terrestrial culture may have a natural approach to encountering aliens, some responses may be more effective than others. Given the probable technological superiority of any extraterrestrial civilizations we are likely to contact, we would be wise to consider all of our options. According to experts, it is no longer a question of whether there is life on other planets, but when we will find it. Many astronomers have seen the development of intelligent life as an inevitable occurrence given proper environmental conditions on a planet, and even though such beings would not be identical to humans, we should expect to find significant parallels.